I'm CJ from BirdDog. In today's video, I'm proud to show you the latest software application from BirdDog called BirdDog Dino. Finally, a tool to show you what's under the hood of your NDI network. So now I'm going to give you a brief demonstration and walkthrough, and let's jump right into this latest software. When you launch the program, you're going to be greeted by this dashboard page. While it can look a little overwhelming at first, it's actually not that bad. To start, in the top right, you'll get the computer specs of the machine that Dino is running on. You'll get the CPU, the core count, the RAM memory, and the GPU that you're operating with. If I click System, you will see the OS, the build number, the name of your computer, as well as the display resolution and refresh rate that you're running on. Finally, if I hit the network card, you can actually choose which NIC you want to see. And so this is my Ethernet 2 NIC, and you can see the link speed, the IP address, as well as the subnet. So this is all great information that you can use to send to people to see Dino tests, as well as just use on your local machine. So now let's go ahead and go into how the testing will work. So on the top left, you can see the NDI sources. Now there's a couple options here. There's single, multiple, analysis, and benchmark. We're gonna go ahead and start with single. When I start, I wanna hit this refresh, and this will show me all the NDI sources on my network. So for this test, I'm gonna do the P100 camera. Now, when I do single, this is basically demonstrating sending one NDI signal to multiple destinations. So under the receiver count, I can choose how many destinations I wanna simulate sending my signal to. So for this test, I'll just send out to 2 monitors, let's say. You can see the video format, the FPS, and the resolution. So down here, I can choose how long I want to test for. 60 seconds is the minimum, and we'll go ahead and start that up. So once you do that, you're gonna see a live graph of the data that's running. You can actually see the preview, and this is my P100 puppy cam, and it's just to make sure that my new puppy's up to no good while I'm at work. So you can see you have the frame length down here, and then the FPS average up here. What's great is you also will get a breakdown by color of the amount of receivers or NDI sources, and you can actually toggle them on and off to see them individually if you want. You can also show the under of the graph right here, and this will show you a little bit more details, but this is kind of the easier to digest format. So as this is running, you'll see my receive FPS, which is hovering right at 30, which is great. And then you'll also see the frame length, which is how much the NDI signal is getting to my source. So 30 milliseconds is a pretty good standard. So as this is wrapping up, I'll now have a good idea that I can send one NDI source to 2 destinations on my network successfully. So now that that's good, let's go ahead and flip over to multiple. Now this is if I want to simulate having multiple cameras going into, let's say, a production switcher. So here I could choose my PF120 above me, or my P100, and then even my vMix output. So now I can do 3 sources to make sure that when I go into a new environment, I can have 3 different NDI sources come into my switcher with no problems. So let's go ahead and start that test. You can see I got a 3rd color, number 8, and then the preview is my PF120 that's above, showing down on my keyboard. So as this is running, once again, it's a 60-second test, and you have 1, 6, and 8. Again, I can toggle this off if I want to see the different colors. And right now this is all looking good. My PF120 is actually shooting in 60 FPS, while my other 2 cameras are shooting in 30 FPS. Now notice the frame length of the PF120 is half, and that's just because 16 milliseconds is my target for that frame length measurement. So as this is finishing up at 60%, I'm gonna also talk a little bit how we can use this to export this data to remotely troubleshoot and help basically figure out different situations remotely or locally exporting information within Dino. So at the top right, you can actually see there's a little download icon. This is the export feature. So once this test is done at 100%, I'm gonna go ahead and hit export right here. And you can save this, let's say 3 cam test. Save. Now, once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it would look like if I brought it in. So NDI analysis is actually showing the data rate of the full NDI, which would be around 120 megabits, and then the minimum, average, and max latency of my NDI signal. So I want to actually bring in a test that I did earlier. So if I hit this icon right here, you'll see that it'll say you have activated the revision mode, load file, and then I'm gonna hit NDI analysis example. So now I hit open, and you can actually see it imported that data from earlier. you can see that this is the average FPS. This is my bit rate right here. And this is just useful information and how you would export this to send to someone in a different destination so that they could see what exactly you're running on that network. And then lastly, you can see the CPU and GPU utilization live, like a task manager, and this can be helpful if you want to see if your system is up to the task. The final test is the benchmark, which I don't recommend running because this will basically test the full limit of your system, and you definitely don't want to do this if you're anywhere near a show. All these tests you definitely want to do before trying to do a live show, because we definitely don't want to impact the performance of anything that you guys got going on. So that is the basic run through of NDI Dyno. We hope that you guys will find this useful, as it's a free software to download. And you guys, if you need more information, please visit birddog.tv, or if you have any pre-sales or workflow questions, feel free to email us at hello@birddog.tv. Thanks, have a great day.
Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Most of you have been here before. I am BirdDog John, and back for another hour, exciting hour. I decided to start that video early because it's a 6-minute video, but it's always good to have CJ on here and walking us through some of the new tech that's happening over here at BirdDog. And so that's BirdDog Dyno, and yeah, good stuff. We're excited about that. Yeah, it was the Dyno video again, not the API 2.0 video. So, correct. There was a dog in that video. Are all BirdDog employees required to have a dog? No, they are not, but not discouraged either. So, there's that. Let's do you one better, and we'll bring in Dexy, who is here today. He doesn't look terribly impressed with me. His face. Oh, Dexy, you're a good boy. But yeah, he's here, not required, walking us through some of the new tech. It's true. I wasn't. CJ was. So good times. Hey, and later on in the show, just so that let's do this, just so that we stay on track here. I've got a whole bunch of snacks we're going to try. Japanese rice cakes is up first. I don't know what this thing is. Yeah, I don't know what that is, so we're going to find that out. And this is what I tried in southern Texas, which is what I thought those other things were going to be. So this is called Lucas. I have a video of my friends eating this, and they were not impressed. And that was, oh man, 15 years ago. So somebody sent us a big mysterious bag of candy from Mexico, and lo and behold, there it is. So we're going to try that today. Exciting stuff. Because this show, which is Tuesday, is the second last show we're going to do on this schedule for a couple of weeks. So next Tuesday, I fly out for NAB, and I'll be on the show floor putting stuff together and hoping all of my shipments arrive. But also, two of the guys that are generally on this show are also not here, who like to partake in the ramen challenge. And so on Thursday, we're going to do another ramen challenge. We'll ask the almighty Google to randomize it for us, and she will pick. And then, yeah, we'll go down that road. So today, Japanese rice cakes, Lucas, and this other random candy, pulparindo with real fruit, extra spicy, picante. Never heard of it, so why not eat it? Yeah, good times. Here I thought we'd come up with a plan. What plan? Those plans change. Plans are meant to be broken. Oh, those are rules. Yeah, we don't keep anything consistent on this show, so all good. And besides the snacks and the coffee that I'll be drinking and Dexter being here, this show is actually about providing support, answering your questions when it comes to NDI and BirdDog products, and so feel free to bring those along. Got a handful of people watching. I can already see on Restream, so thanks for hanging out. If you want to chat, head over to YouTube. That's birddogjohn.tv. Thanks, Beep Chirp. And also, we have a Discord channel, which will bring the chat in, or over on Twitch. So there's 3 places that you can join in on the chat and have a conversation with us. So it also kind of works on Facebook, but just kind of not. It's not very well implemented. So to cover your missing streams so you don't lose your time slot audience. I'm not worried about losing my time slot audience, to be honest with you, at this point. Oh, that plan. I see what you mean. Yes, there has been nothing officially decided in that regard. Anyway, I do want to show, I want to be available to show things like Dino or things like cam control and whatever. So if you guys have questions, feel free to ask and we can take care of that. Throw it in the chat, and yeah, we can cover it. And in the meantime, now I can do everything. The only thing we can't showcase is the benchmark, right? Because it dumps, it maxes out the CPU, so my stream would stop if I did that. So the good news on that is that the engineers are looking at the benchmark thing because it's working for some people, that's not working for others. It didn't work for me, but the laptop I was using, I wasn't surprised that it was at 0. But we've had several people on the stream last week that said, oh yeah, no, NDI analysis shows that I have multiple streams. So they're looking at that to find out maybe why it works on some and not others. Hopefully it's just something like simple, like a permissions issue or whatever, but we shall see. You absolutely can show the benchmark, just run it on a different PC and capture the video. Well, that's what I did when I demonstrated it last Tuesday, and it showed up as 0. So I was just doing NDI screen capture, which I didn't save. Anyways, yeah, and then this rig. So we're doing a lot of stuff at NAB. I'm testing out these headphones. These are Audio-Technica M40s, I think. Anyways, for what we're going to use them for, they're closed-back headphones, and what we're using them for, I think they'll be just fine. I will take a pair of M50s, although they're pretty bulky. Like, the travel case I have for them is not airplane-friendly. Let me look at where I looked at those. M40s. M40Xs? Yeah. So these are not expensive headphones by any means. We just grabbed something inexpensive to run at the show. I think they're $50. Oh, wait. Oh, my bad. These are M20s. So these are M20s. They're $50. Not brutal at all. But for recording voices, I feel like we'll be fine. Because heaven forbid you point a camera at the screen. Oh, well, no, I was just doing NDI screen capture. It was a cleaner option. Do you mean these screens? Again, if I ran the benchmark on this computer, it would crash the CPU, right? So we don't want to do that. It wouldn't be great to run a benchmark software, a new software that caused Wirecast to crash. But yes, I did do screen capture on the other one, and it worked just fine. It did come back with 0 streams, but also it's a pretty weak computer, so I don't know if that's actually the stats from the computer or if that is an issue, like a permissions issue. But anyways, we'll sort it out. All good. we have had a lot of folks asking questions about Dino in the help desk, so we can take a quick look at that. It's hilarious because when we launched any software, Comms and Central, essentially there's an element of desktop support that has to happen because people would install it. It doesn't have a Microsoft signed certificate on it yet. Again, they're working on that. But they would install it, and then it wouldn't launch when you launch it, or they didn't install it with admin rights, and so that you weren't able to get through the firewall to allow the NDI ports open. Or there was a bunch of stuff that we discovered after the fact that we could generate software and develop it on our machines and our domain, but you end up doing a lot of desktop support after the fact because a lot of people don't have their computer configured like you do. So that was an education, to say the least. Hey, what's going on, Phil? Hey, I can bring a Sennheiser HD25 headphones to NAB if you need something similar or something smaller. No, these ones are good. These ones have boxes and everything, so after Thursday's show, I'm packing up this computer, this set of headphones, probably this microphone as a backup. I might not take this microphone, but anyways, we're just packing up a bunch of stuff, but it should all be good now. A lot of it's sitting in boxes at my house, waiting to ship out. We have to ship it out on Good Friday in order for it to be there on the load-in day, and so we're closed on Good Friday. So I've got to ship it out of my house, which is a bit of a trip. But anyways, been working on that for more than a year. Hurry up and get a code cert signed and sign your binaries. I don't want to train my users that it's safe to click through security warnings. Well, they're Windows security warnings. No, I understand. Yeah, you said that you might rent a mic. I recommend No, we're not renting anything. Everything is being borrowed. And yes, I know your recommendation is the MKH416. It's not the first time you've mentioned that. No, we're not renting anything. Borrowing, yes, but not renting. Yes, we have been working on that for more than a year. It's weird because when I asked about it, I did some research on it, and then I asked about it, and they're like, oh, we just have to pay the licensing fee, and then we can just put it in our program. I was like, okay, great, that sounds easy. And that never became a priority. So maybe I need to start beating that drum again. Try and get them to move a little bit on that. Yeah, so we're excited. I'm excited. NAB is going to be busy. Oh, have a drop frame there. It's going to be really busy, but I think it's going to be great to finally be all kind of back together and to see the company. It's been a while since we've done any travel or anything like that, so it'll be good to get out of the office for a few days. It's almost the whole week. I'm a little bit concerned just about my wife and kids and the dog, because he'll be at home, so he's going to have a rough go. You just need to buy a code sign cert. It is easy. Quick, dive to the floor and catch it. What did I say? Now I can't remember. Anyways, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a great little trip, and good to kind of get back into the swing of doing some shows. I am helping design part of the booth, some of the infrastructure stuff, so I'm a little bit I'm confident. It's all, the network stuff is now all done and in boxes, but the actual execution and stuff, that's all still waiting to be done, because we were going to obviously have to get to the floor and configure things. So bring the wife and kids and dog to NAB. No, thank you. I really don't want to have to. No, I'm not going to do that. You said you dropped a frame. Yeah, I'm following now. My wife, who was a director, used to come to NAB for the show. Nice. Yeah, if my wife was in the industry, but she's not. She's a grade 2 teacher. So she doesn't really have any interest in the broadcast world, and I don't really blame her. She doesn't need to. The Adobe oh, nice. That's fun. We'd go to the Adobe booth. Yeah, I don't predict that I'm going to have a lot of time to see the show. Definitely be at our booth, but I don't think that the schedule is turning out like I'm going to be able to walk the floor, so. Yeah, she doesn't actually like Las Vegas, so yeah, she's not interested in going there. Man, I'm dropping a lot of frames here. I wonder what's going on. It seems to be on a regular... Oh, you know what it is? I wonder if the 400 is doing that. Let's pull up this one and see if we have the same problem or not on both cameras. Seems to be a regular interval, but what's going on, Senseless? How are you, man? Welcome to the show. And yet you still aren't diving to catch them. It's true. I'm not. Whoa. Okay, so it's just the 200. One moment, please. All right, so let's jump over to that. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. I think I know what it is. That's an interesting find, if that's what actually it is. Whoops. Something's up with this song. Stop. Stop that. There, that's better. Okay, here we go. Let's change this. Whoa. Yep, I know what it is. Alright, we should have better performance now out of this camera. However, I'm going to have to restart the video. Frozen in time. Good times. There, let's see. Oh, it came back. That's a shame. Alright, let's see if that improves things a little bit. Whoa. It's a little slow. Let's fix that. So, today when I logged into Wirecast, the video was lagging into Wirecast. It was working fine in Studio Mode, so the camera was fine, but it seemed like there was an issue with Wirecast. So what I did was I selected my primary scene. Actually, let's do this. Let's switch this over. This is the P400. So then we go back to the primary, and it appears... Ooh. I didn't know that was an option. So what I did was I set the... Yeah. I set the bandwidth. I cycled it between low and high. And then it seems to line it up just fine. So I don't know what the deal is there, but that fixed it. And that fixed it just now. So the stutter effect was fun. Well, let's wait and see if she starts dropping frames again. Possible. We used to go land sailing. Ooh. Dry lake after the show closed near State Line. Stutter effect was fun. Beep Chirp is doing okay. Failing at convincing John of things, though. It's true. I know your games. It's all good. So yeah, if there is anything that you'd like to go over, hey Oliver, I know you're hanging around in the background somewhere because you checked in early in the show. Welcome. Yeah, if you got questions and stuff, fire away. Let me know. A lot of cool stuff coming up at NAB, and we need to do some snacks on stream here in about, let's say, 3 minutes. We'll do some snacks on stream, and we'll go down that road. So if you got questions, let me know. That's what we're here for. I've only ever convinced John of one thing. Hiring me wasn't a huge... Oh, drop frame. I just saw it, and I didn't catch it. You and your dad jokes. Hey, what's going on, Baz? Do you... What? I don't understand that question. I'm going to assume that you don't understand that question either. Yeah, that's weird. Let me know if you have an NDI question. So this is interesting. Hey, do we have live integration of Discord into the show? We do. Man's down. None of this stuff is making sense, dude. I have an NDI question, but we've already been discussing them over at Ticket. Is it appropriate to bring it to the show? You can put it on here, that's fine. Feel free. The chat does show up on the show. Yeesh. Yeah, if you want to keep the chat in Discord, feel free to jump over there. There's something called like support show or something like that. And if you chat in there, it brings it into the show and it shows up on the screen. So come check it out. This song gives me life. Seems like whenever we discuss the music on this show, then we have like a divided show. Some people really don't care for what we've settled on. And to that, I say too bad. So I've been trying to talk to John into streaming to the live support stream voice channel video stream. It's true. He has been trying. I will give him full credits for that. This is interesting. Dislike. What's going on, Christian? How are you? That's Balu, everybody. Decide to check in on your day off, huh? I want to disturb background music. Alright, so P400, I'm trying to white balance this to compare it to the P200, which I currently have going. So I'm going to set it to manual. It looks terrible right now, so we're not going to look at it just yet. Alright, yeah, let's see what we can do about that. Seriously? Oof. Turning to green. Yeah, Balu is my hype man, so with him out of the office, maybe Beep Chirp is going to have to take over here. This song, all right, it's a little too psychotic for me, so let's, which one is this? Let's change it up here. All right. I'm all done listening to that song. Do you hear this boss music, though? Had to get rid of it. I couldn't take it anymore. Okay, 11:27. So let's do this. We spent lots of time. So today we are going to have a little snack on stream, and I've decided, Balu, that we are going to try our Japanese rice cakes out of the gates today. So this should be exciting. A couple other things. Yeah, that P200's still dropping, eh? All right, here we go. Okay, they smell citrusy. Let's try one. So, and if we want to do the official comparison, we got to get the 4K family in there, right? So, official comparison to the 4K family. You know, these. Let's see what we can find out here. They run 90 calories per serving. There are 8 servings in a container. Nothing of quality other than 20 grams of carbohydrates, which is not quality, and 5 milligrams of sodium, 1 gram of protein, and not much else. Sugar, melon paste, whatever that is, corn syrup, glutinous rice flour. So all you gluten-free folks out there. Oh, gelatin, shortening, a whole bunch of fatty acids and some color. So, oh, and citric acid. Probably that's what I'm smelling. So, okay, here we go. Oh dear. Okay. I don't know if you can see this. There's something inside. It's like a. Yeah, there's like. Maybe it's just more of the same. Interesting. Government user? Who is that? Wait, did I miss something? My monitor died. I have no idea what this is. It's a rice cake, yeah. I didn't know if you had a freezer in the office. Yes. Well, we have a fridge, so we put it in the fridge. That's what Balu was like. Put them in the fridge and try them. So yes. Okay. That wasn't bad. These are Japanese rice cakes, and I've just eaten one of them. Yeah, has a good fruit flavor to it. A little bit of strange texture, and that's not what I expect fruit to feel like. But anyways, really good. I'd probably eat that again. Yeah, acceptable. 90 calories, not too bad. Yeah, good times. Okay, so a fan of the melon-flavored rice cakes. Who knows what's going to happen to me afterwards, but there you go. Should share this with Senseless, who's here in the office today. So yeah, there you go. All right, let's move on to, well, I had to pick. I guess I'm going to do this mysterious candy first, because I kind of know what's happening here. I haven't had it, but I have video evidence of people trying that. I don't know what this is, though. Whoa! I don't know what this is, though. Some sort of spicy, made with real fruit, something or other. So yeah, here. Let's open up the package and see what we've got. No, and oh, this doesn't look appealing at all. Oh. It's that same is literally the same smell as those sucker cups with the salt. That is not appealing. I don't know if you can see that, but that looks absolutely disgusting. And yikes. Yeah, so let's... It's pliable. Maybe we can bend this. But it's also very sticky. I'm not too sure about that. Alright, here we go. Oh, gosh. Oh. Oh, gosh. So bad. Oh. No. 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 That's so awful. Why? Why do you do that? It tastes like the smell of a barn. That's what it tastes like. And now my video is really stuttering a lot. Let's go back to the 400. Good golly, this is awful. Oh, I can't go to the 400. Oops. Oh. I'm fighting everything in me to take this out of my mouth because it's so gross. Yes. Random Mexican candy bag. Oh. Seriously, what on earth, man? Oh, it's so bad. It is so stinking bad, man. Why? Why would you eat that willingly? I don't understand. That's worse than the suckers. Oh. That is the same. That's the first one that I ate. That red sucker that... I forget what... Well, I think it's the same as this, right? Picante? It's that. Terrible. Oh! Alright, coffee first. Before this. Yeah, would not recommend at all. Avoid... If you like to eat things that smell like a barn, go with this, whatever this is. It's... Oh, so terrible. Alright, the coffee kind of helped. Alright, now this I do know about a little bit. Basically, it's like a sucker on a handle. This also came in that random candy bag. But basically, I have seen this eaten once before. And I was in South Texas when I witnessed that. Oh! So it has a whole bunch of that powder. Oh, you can't really see. Has a whole bunch of that powder down there. And it has like this Jolly Rancher that looks terrible. So we're going to try that next. Seriously, ugh, that taste is brutal. All right, so we're going to give that a go in just a second. Let me just check up on the chat real quick. You know the snack is going to be great when BirdDog John can't stand the smell of it. Better or worse than the lemon salt? So the lemon salt I didn't mind initially because, it was like lime salt, right? Anyways, I kind of like salt and I kind of like lime, but the aftertaste of that was not desirable at all. And yeah, that's what kills you. Where did that snack come from? Yes, the random one. Yeah, chamois. Yeah, okay. There it is. Okay, now we're caught up to speed. Oh, and I'm burping up Japanese rice cake that has that spicy barnyard smell to it. All right, so here we go. So I think the deal is it's like a giant Jolly Rancher that you need to... I'm sorry, this camera. It's a giant Jolly Rancher that you need to basically get wet, and then you reapply. You like seal it up in the little package and shake it up and go again. So that's what we're going to do. This is dry right now. I'm going to try and we'll see what happens here. And then we'll reapply and go again. I got to have that. Yeah, seriously. It's because the monitor... Yeah, why isn't the telly working? Hang on. Hold up, one. That would make a lot of difference, wouldn't it? Oh. That's interesting. Okay. Tally on. Hit apply. Hey, there's the red light. Okay, now we're good. Okay, so here we go. Ready? This also smells pretty much the same as that. So here we go. Oh no! Oh, what on earth? Oh, that went right up my nose. Oh, wow, that hurt. Oh, good golly. Okay. Once you get past the initial stabbing sensation in the back of your nose, candy is quite good. But yeah, that dusty powder got me. That's for sure. That was something else, man. I was all confident. Yeah, if only the... Here we go. Gonna bring up old stuff, are you, Beep Chirp? Let's try this again. Oh. Yeah, that was painful. What's going on, Monty? This is now totally covered. I'm gonna die again doing this, by the way. I didn't see another one of these, but if I have them, I'll pack them for you. All right, here we go. I'm doing this wrong. Oh. Yeah, yikes, man. I'm... Oh. Yeah, this is not fun. This is not candy. Okay, candy is supposed to be like a fun experience. Make you want to do it again. Yeah, yikes, man. Yikes. Thanks, Beep Chirp. Oh. Whew, man, that made my eyes water. All right, here's the thing. If the powder was not a thing, I would eat this like Jolly Rancher. This is the candy you eat when you're trying to kick a candy habit. So, when I was in Texas long ago, the place where we were visiting had like a whole rack of these. And the guy we were with bought like 6 of them and gave everybody one. And I watched my friends eat it and decided, not for me. And now I realize why I felt that way. Again, the candy is good. But this powder is so bad. Oh. I think it's... Oh. Why? Why does it kill me? Yeah. This would definitely kill a candy habit, that's for sure. Oh. Yeah. Yikes. So, let's give you the final review. The Japanese rice cakes for the win. This Lucas something or other is, the candy is good, but the overall candy with the powder involved is terrible. I've choked on this several times so far. And then that other random candy that we tried, it's supposed to be like fruit leather, but there's no fruit involved, and it's basically this powder in fruit leather form. So I would not recommend at all. This thing's not too bad just on its own. Yeah, that's all right. But that's not what it's supposed to be. That's for sure. It's like reminds me of those like ring pops that you used to have as a kid, you know? Yeah, that's what I feel like it is. So anyways, there it is. We tried. Failed miserably in many ways. Oh. Yeah, yikes, guys. That was not a fun Snacks on Stream experience. Thanks, Beep Chirp, for sending random candy from Mexico. Ugh. Still terrible. All right, let's catch up on stream. Waiter, a bucket. This is hard to watch. Can we rule it just the powder, or is the... Wait. Can we rule it just the powder, or is the interaction between the candy and the powder? If you wet your finger, stick it in the powder, is it still... Well, it smells as bad as it tastes. So I'm going to go with it's definitely the powder. I'm not going to do that again, by the way. I wonder if kids in Mexico are just all about this stuff. Maybe. I know, again, I was like at a stone's throw from the Mexican border, and the guy was like, yeah, this is like all the rage. And there's a lot of folks from Mexico right in McAllen, Texas, which is where we were. And yeah, they were like, these sell all the time everywhere. It is the thing to stock if you're gonna have candy. Like me, I like nerds and gobstoppers and, you know, sugar things. This is just torture. I don't know. And and currently I'm losing the ability to speak because I think all of the sodium that's attacking my vocal cords right now is up to no good. So I would say the candy itself is good. The powder with the candy is terrible. If you dip your finger in the powder and eat it, you might throw up. It is hard. I actually like most of the candy bits that come with it. Okay. Hey, now, you did like the Japanese snack. I did. I did like that. Wow, that P200 is struggle busting it, isn't it? All right, so that wasn't the fix, evidently. Let's restart this total unit and see if that helps. In the meantime, you can just hear my voice while looking at my ridiculous picture. No, I'm kidding. I can switch to a different... Yeah, there. The stream actually left. Okay, so I'll use camera 2, I guess. Watching the replay. My guess is that the spices in there is something they're familiar with. I just think that our palates aren't used to the flavor. I would agree. A lot of chili powder in many of these candies that Beep Chirp sent. Chili powders, apparently. Now, I like chili powder, but I don't know, man. I don't know about in my candy. It seems like the kind of thing to ask about and test. The best I can explain is the spice is savory. It's like if you were to pour cumin and garlic salt over a Jolly Rancher. It's that bizarre. Yeah, that's exactly the way that buddy of mine explained it. He said basically it's like you knocked over your spice cabinet and then you licked a Jolly Rancher and rolled it around and everything that was on the table. This is Steve Corp, by the way, senseless. Roll it around on the table, and then you lick that. That's what it tastes like. And I can agree with that, although these spices are mostly sodium and chili powder. Let's read the... Okay, my P200 is back, so let's see if she's behaving any better. Let's see if we can read this. Made of lollipop. Yeah, that's just sugar. It's basically a Jolly Rancher. But then the powder, sugar, citric acid, maybe that's what I'm choking on, chili powder, dextrose, oh finally, iodized salt, potassium chloride. Don't they clean pools with that? Less than 2% of something. Silicone dioxide, what is that? And some sort of color. I think it's red 40. Yeah. No thanks. I think that will be the final Lucas that I eat. Yes, me and Steve, great minds. I agree. Good stuff. All right. Well, that was fun, folks. Thanks. Thanks for that little torture. Hey, don't miss Thursday's show when I eat spicy ramen. And I haven't had that reaction when I've eaten spicy ramen, but I have struggled. The 2-time spicy, I purely did that for YouTube clicks, evidently, because I didn't do it for fun. Yeah, that was torture. If you haven't done so already, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's birddogjohn.tv. And that will take you to my actual YouTube page. And that is where, that is where you can subscribe to the show. During NAB, I'm going to do, man, that is working me out. During NAB, I'm going to try and record some stuff and upload it here. So feel free to subscribe, and then you can follow along with our shenanigans in NAB. You'll get to see some behind-the-scenes stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and record. And I'll also post it on the BirdDog John Instagram page. So hit me up there. Both places. Search for BirdDog John, and you'll probably see me. Or Dexter. Dexter is my... he's my YouTube logo profile picture. A very young Dexter, by the way. That was long ago. He is not that young anymore, and he really enjoys his naps because he's a good boy. So here he is. What's going on, Dexy? Totally quiet, totally sleeping away. So yeah, good times. Boom. So yeah, hit me up over there for some fun. Oh, I've got 64 subscribers. That's a lot of people. Not in the YouTube world, but for me it is. We're halfway. Oh no, we're not. We're 1/5, 1/6 of the way to where we were on Twitch. On Twitch, we had like 280 something or something like that. I don't know. So let's see. Yeah, that's 5 or 6 about. But yeah, hit me up over there if you'd like to keep up with the shenanigans. It'll look like this. I've done very little in terms of customizing it. I got to get with the marketing department and figure out how to make this look fun. But there's Dexy and his little face. So come join me over there for good times, great oldies. All right. Well, let me know what you guys got going on. We still have another 10 minutes or so. And then this show is done. And then Thursday will be the last official show because we're going to upload stuff. I know Beep Chirp has been begging to run the show, but I haven't agreed to anything yet. But yeah, feel free to hit us up, and we'd be happy to answer questions for you. If you have questions outside the show, or if you're watching this after the fact, write us over at at birddog.tv, and that will open a ticket. Now, don't be scared of tickets. It's all good. I got a couple of guys that work really hard on getting back to everybody, talking through your issues, and they have full access to me and to finding engineers. Most of the engineers are asleep right now, and there's a huge group of pre-sales guys that can also help. They can be found at hello@birddog.tv. So if you have questions and you're like formulating a plan to implement BirdDog products or doing NDI better, feel free to reach out to them. They're great guys over there and super busy. But yeah, they've got lots of useful information. In the meantime, though, if you have questions about your products that you currently have, hit me up. Help at birddog.tv and we can give you a hand. Now, I should also throw this out there. The next 2 weeks are going to be NAB focused, so there's always a black hole in the AV industry right about now. We are around. I'm around until next Monday, but Friday is a holiday, so Monday is kind of the last day I'm in the office, and then I fly out on Tuesday, and then we'll be doing stuff for 2 weeks, essentially, and then I won't be back until not the next Tuesday, but the following. So the show will resume. Synchronize your watches for the 3rd of May. That will be after the 14th. The 3rd of May will be the next show that we do on this channel. But you should see some stuff uploaded to the YouTube page in the meantime, which is perfect time to get a guest host in to answer some NDI questions, but focus on the network side of the equation. I thought that's what we did here. Have you not been present for like any of the network conversations that I have? Isn't that what we do? I'm happy to talk networks if people have questions about networks. No problem. All right. So now the question is, I want to balance these two cameras, but the issue that I have, I like the P200, which is on the bottom of this screen, but the one on top is a fair bit warmer. So currently it's set to 1 push, but if I change it to auto, it's a little, I have no idea what's going on there. That looks terrible. So let's see if we can just manipulate the base functions here so I don't look like Shrek. See what we can do. Oh, hey-oh. That's not so bad. Let's pull that up on the full screen. Yeah, okay. So if I were to cycle between these two shots now, well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. What do you guys think here? Do a color wheel reset. I actually, yeah, that's probably, let me look here. I've turned the matrix off. I may need to actually go into the OSD, which I can show you how to do. So on the OSD, man, I'm wheezing because of that salt. All right. Are both cameras P200s? No. So this one that you're looking at is a P400. And then this camera is a P200. So they're both, one is the baby brother, and one is the big brother. So this is the 200. This is this guy right here. And then this is the 400. Now, why on the 200 do I not have tally? Because I should. Maybe I turned it off. What is going on here? Come on. I just put new batteries in this keyboard because last week, as you recall, it was dying. Oh. Okay. That's just Wirecast being Wirecast. So here, tally, onboard tally is listed as off. So we're going to change that on and hit apply. Hey, all right. Bob's your uncle. All right, so this guy, this is the P400. And what we do here is, I'm going to, well, what else? So you go to the web UI log in, go to PTZ, OSD, and then click on off. And you click on off. Uh-oh. Oh. I got a problem. That's why the colors are wrong, because the baseboard's wrong. Okay. Well, the fact that I color balanced it on the wrong baseboard is impressive. To myself. I also had low latency mode on, which saves you a frame, but or 1 frame or 2, I can't remember. Well, let's just take a look at what firmware. I've got 206 on here, which is LTS. Interesting. But now exposure... Oh, yeah. Interesting. So let's take a look at these two shots again, kind of side by side here. So now I've got P200 on the bottom and P400 on the top. They're pretty close for being two different cameras. Hey, good news, John. You already hit 100 messages. There, boom. We hit our goal for the day. Thanks, Restream. Thanks for throwing it in there. Appreciate everybody who's pitching in, chatting away over here. We didn't even need Balu to fill up the last 20 chats, so. Anyway, yeah, these two images, the 400 is still a little warmer than it needs to be. Let's go here and see what happens. You know, if I'm having an issue with the baseboard, still a little off. If I'm watching it full screen here. Let's manipulate the iris here. Give it more light to deal with. Let's see what it looks like if you go all the way open. Bueller. Okay, so not a whole lot different, although I like this shot. I mean, I feel like that looks nice. It's not as dark, so you can see the black curtain, but that's not the end of the world. Yeah, cool. Well, that's fun. I haven't seen many drop frames since out of the P200. Have you? Let's go back over to the P200 real quick. Yeah, I haven't seen too many drop frames on the P200 since I did the reboot. So, may have just had a gremlin. It stays on for quite a while. And I was having lagging issues in Wirecast specifically when I first turned it on, so it wasn't a perfect system, but I think we were able to sort it out now. All right, well, it is 12 o'clock, and so we'll kind of start wrapping things up here. I really appreciate you guys hanging out again today. Not a whole lot of NDI stuff going on, but that's all good. I don't mind getting together and trying terrible snacks on stream. Maybe that's what I should call it today. Terrible snacks on stream. So yeah, check out those clips. Oh, that reminds me. Did I do the clip from... I did a dyno announcement, and then I didn't do the clip from Thursday when we did the corn ramen. So I'll cut that one today and get that one up there, and then I'll do these little ones that are causing my voice to disappear. And yeah, we'll tear it up. So good times, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today, and we will see you again for a final show for a couple of weeks. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That is where I'll put whatever I can generate. I'll put that up on the YouTube page for the BirdDog John site, so be sure that you join me over there. And yeah, in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Have a great beginning of the week. It's already started. We've been doing a lot of stuff about NAB, getting it prepped, getting it out the door, ready to ship, all that. So pretty excited. It's all coming together. My office is starting to get a little bit thinner. Got to get these servers out of here. But other than that, pretty cool. We're excited about NAB, and if you can make it, if you're on the fence about it, please come, because it's going to be great. You'll be able to shake a lot of BirdDog hands or paws or whatever they are. All right, well, what did you say? I'll be back whenever I remember that this exists again. I have to give up the time block to meetings with weeks of no shows. All right. You do you. No problem. Oh, there's a frame drop, which I didn't catch. All right, man. Well, all good. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. And we will see you all in the next stream, which is on Thursday at 11 Eastern Time here in the U.S. Yeah, looking forward to it. We'll do another ramen on Thursday. All things, as long as everything goes well. That's the plan. We'll see you then. Take care of yourselves. Catch you closer to the end of the week. Later.